Namaskar. Two important things that got decided today, and I want to dwell first on the reach of federal district judges as to how they can or they cannot issue nationwide injunctions. The Supreme Court of the United States has issued a ruling 6-3 that said that the federal district judges cannot issue nationwide ruling, that the case be limited only to the persons in front of them. That means whatever ruling they give, it is limited to that one particular case and cannot be extended to the entire nation. This is a big decision coming down from the Supreme Court of the United States. What does it affect and where does it affect most? I'm going to come to that in just one moment. Here is a small excerpt from the press conference that was held in the White House today, and we have the Attorney General Pam Bondi explaining what this means, and then I'm going to talk to you about the citizenship amendment, citizenship birthright, I should say birthright citizenship. Either way, you can juxtapose the two words, citizenship birthright, and what Trump said about that, because that also has ramifications for those who are hoping to get citizenship for their children who were born in the United States. Are there going to be boundaries put around that? I'm going to discuss about that too. Please remember, I'm not a lawyer, but I've seen enough lawsuits to kind of give you some sort of a informed opinion on what I think is going to happen in the days and weeks to come. This one exactly happened the way I had said it. Initially, when they were issuing injunctions nationwide, I told you that this is going to be challenged at the highest court of United States, and those justices will decide which way this is going to go, and that's exactly what happened. So first, let's listen to Pam Bondi, and then before that, please like this video. Those of you who are looking at all these immigration issues, please share this thing among your friends and relatives, because what is said here in just 1 minute is a long it's going to have long time ramifications. Here we go.
Thank you for fighting for all Americans. Americans are finally getting what they voted for. No longer will we have rogue judges striking down President Trump's policies across the entire nation. No longer. Today, in the 6-3 opinion, Justice Barrett correctly holds that the district court lacks authority to enter nationwide or universal injunctions. These lawless injunctions gave relief to everyone in the world instead of the parties before the court. As the Supreme Court held today, they turned district courts into the imperial judiciary. Active liberal judges have used these injunctions to block virtually all of President Trump's policies. To put this in perspective, there are 94 federal judicial districts. 5 of those districts throughout this country held 35 of the nationwide injunctions. Think about that, 94 districts, and 35 out of the 40 opinions with nationwide injunctions came from 5 liberal districts in this country. No longer. No longer. These injunctions have blocked our policies from tariffs to military readiness to immigration to foreign affairs, fraud, abuse, and many other issues. The judges have tried to seize the executive branch's power, and they cannot do that. No longer.
Okay, so you can see the takeaway here. There are 94 federal district judiciary offices. Of them, only 5 who are called as liberal courts. They have issued 35 of the 40 nationwide injunctions that were issued in the last few years. And this is believed to have been attempted by 5 presidents, and now finally this matter has been laid to rest. Now, what does it imply for day-to-day situations? First of all, before this part, President Trump introduced Pam Bondi, and in that he mentioned that the birthright citizenship or citizenship birthright, people go both ways. I mean, I would rather say that it's citizenship birthright makes sense to me, because citizenship for what? It's a birthright. Anyway, this is just my interpretation. It can go either way. This one, he said that this citizenship law was originally intended for the sons and daughters of the slaves who came to United States, not for anybody else. However, if you look at the law, and again, I have to tell you, I'm not a lawyer, but if you look at the law, in 1898, the United States passed the 14th Amendment, and in that, the law was amended to say that anyone born in the United States shall get citizenship automatically. So this is where I think the Trump administration will go back to the Supreme Court of the United States and try and limit the scope of this law. This is what I think is going to happen, because they will make a case saying that those who are gaming the system, I mean, we saw a huge exodus of pregnant moms coming in during the early 90s, because in 1997, Hong Kong was going to be transferred from United Kingdom to China, and many people wanted to have their children to be US citizens for that. And that was going on. I think after some time, the United States government put a stop to that, but I think that was gamed once. And now you have, under the Biden administration, 11 million to 20 million illegals. And God knows how many of those are pairs, and how many of them got pregnant, and how many have got citizenship for being born in the United States. Absolutely no records. And now what is happening is that because this ruling has given in teeth to the Trump administration, that they can actually act on what is needed, and that the federal district judiciary offices have to limit their ruling to the parties in front of them, only to that case. So only some individuals may get respite, but not all. So this is the main takeaway. This also affects other things such as tariffs, any other injunction that was placed on tariffs, on US aid disbursement, on federal employees being fired, on citizenship being blocked, on people who have been forced to leave the country. All these things are going to be affected. However, I must say that Attorney General Pam Bondi also mentioned, as part of this press conference, I've given the link to the complete press conference in the reference section. You can go through that to understand all the different nuances. Certainly, what she said was that TDA, Tren de Aragua, a violent criminal gang that is basically supplanted much of its force into the United States. They are being deported in a hurry. She said that just today, 2,711 TDA members are being deported. They are all going to go to that jail in Ecuador. You know that, right? So this basically means that, again, Trump administration, whose many moves were stuck in logjam, all those things are going to be freed up and things will start moving again. This is as far as the injunctions are concerned. I think those brakes are coming off and you will see a lot of activity. You'll see a flurry of activity, as a matter of fact. But here is the other interesting thing. On tariff battle, Canada is wanting to tax more goods of United States. So this is going to lead to a full-scale war, trade war with Canada, I'm afraid, and this does not bode well for Canadians. So let's wait and see how that goes. That's all I wanted to update you with. If you have any questions, I will try and answer them, and I don't see any questions here. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to click on the bell button for notifications. I'll be back on this one again soon. Namaskar.